Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
On the ground, it's Madden. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Kick is in the air. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. So Toledo's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The Rockets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. Got enough for the first.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Rockets are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Burgess. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The give to the lone running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the marker. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Rockets pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll run the option. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Rockets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Toledo! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That was was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have him back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's got him down the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And the Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. The inside handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now from inside the red zone. Got his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Touchdown Rockets! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Spartans will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off play action on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. It's complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Zings it complete to the right. Bounced off his feet.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Sparty! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Behind his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air on second down. Under fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kelly. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's got the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Caught. Makes a man miss. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that something in the game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Rockets send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kelly. Turning it on. All down, but he has has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Spartans! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Cradles it at the 35. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Here's the handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge...
He'll take a shot. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's throwing 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach. That he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the 4th quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Got out of trouble and throws. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time he's got him. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Back to pass. Now improvising. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Michigan State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Rockets moving quickly to the line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go right back to him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Madden. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lane.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. That is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. He's still a 17-point cushion. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Still on his feet. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Rockets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation